Welcome back. We'll get started here shortly. Alright, it's almost time. Are you ready? Here we go! Four, three, two, one. It is time. Please welcome your host, best-selling romantic suspense author Anna Blakely, and Mr. B.
Hi guys. Not and Mr. B. You just get me tonight. Sorry, but look, I have a Christmas curtain. It's a start. There'll be more, but. Anyways, hello. Sorry you're stuck with just me this evening. Mr. B had a very long, crazy day at his chaplain job today. Veterans Day, and Happy Veterans Day. But they had several events scheduled at like different facilities that he and his team see patients at, and so they went around to the different facilities for that, and he literally just walked in the door and he needs a shower and he's had a day, so, and he needs to eat, so you get me. Well, let's see who's here. I've got Heather M. Hello. Miss Bonnie. Hello. Christine Brees. Hi. Melanie Fraley. Hello. Cassie and Diana, Catherine. I feel like I'm doing my looking glass again. Sharon Goody, hello and good day. I won't even try to do it like he does it. Let's see, Elizabeth, hello. Christina Huber, hello. Love the blue hearts. Rametta, hey. And Ames, you're back, yay. I always wonder, he gave you a hard time last week, so I'm glad you're back. Trisha Miller, hey, how are you? Yes, happy Veterans Day to everyone in the group, family members, past and present. Very important day today. I had to run to town today for my quarterly hormone appointment, and I stopped at the store after and saw several out with their hats, and I try, if it's like an appropriate time, if they're in the middle of a conversation with somebody, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to interrupt them, but kind of feel out the situation, but try to think as many as I can when we see them out, not just on Veterans Day, but anytime we see them out. Because, you never know what their story was, but no matter what, they all signed on the same dotted line. So, just think about it. Let's see who else we got. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Happy Talk Tuesday to you. We got Lisa Stanker. Hello. Oh, Melanie, what do we got here? Today's Tipsy Tuesday is brought to you by Brass Monkey Vodka. Okay, so what's Brass Monkey? I've never heard of it. I don't drink a whole lot, so not surprising, but now I'm curious. Let's see. Janice, hello. I was just thinking about you guys today because I was talking somebody, who was I talking to? Sorry, somebody about Charm City, and I was just thinking about the people there and people we got to hang out with last time and how much fun it was. And so, Darlena, hello. Catherine Edelman, yay, she says. Let's see, Renette. Hi. Sandy Kelly. Hey, how are you doing? Let's see. Does anyone know? So, I know I saw some hi. I saw Sandy Kelly said she does. And Rametta down here says yes, but not sure which ones. I do. So my entire Bravo Team series is in audio. And so it's like the second Risk series. My first series that I wrote for Susan is all in audio. And then the first 3 books of Eagle's Nest. Wait, the first 2 books of Eagle's Nest are up. Book 3, I believe, will be put up for audio next month. So I'm working my way getting that series up. And then once that series is in audio, I'm going to start going back to the very beginning and getting my Alpha Team all put up in audio, which will take a bit because there's 10 of those books, and it's not cheap to do. So but I'm working on it. I am working on trying to get more in there. So definitely more audio coming like I said, 1 more this year, I believe, and then there'll be more next year. So anyway, what else have I got? I don't want to miss anybody. Denise Fiddler, hello. How are you? Sandra Vickers, hello. Hi, Liz. How are you? Hi, she says. Yes, Janice, agreed. It's a big commitment that they make. Thank you, Catherine. I saw it on Amazon and I thought it was cute. And that's actually like 1 panel, but it's big enough. It covers the whole window. So what I'm going to do is because Emma's my sewer, so I'm going to have her cut it into 2 and then just hem where she cut it. And then that way, basically it'll be 2 panels for that window. And then I'm going to put the other one up on the other window. This is as far as I got in here for Christmas. Yeah, I haven't actually committed myself to decorating yet. So, but I will. I'm just been busy. Let's see. Oh, you went on that? I am so jealous. Christian and I were just talking about that last night, and I was like, oh, that's one of my favorite stars, and that's one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. You'll have to tell me all about it. I want to know who all you met. Have you posted pictures? I want to know everything. I would really like to go, which I don't think is going to happen this year. Maybe next year. We'll see. Either that or they do the oh my gosh, I can't talk. Hallmark holiday, tour where they go around to different cities, and they are coming to Kansas City, but like the meet and greet stuff and things like that, they sell out so fast. But I bet that was amazing. Heather M says, thank you, Mr. B, for your service and sacrifice. Yeah. So, thanks. Thanks, Sandy. I decided to just go easy today and do the pigtails. Plus, it kind of goes with Abby surprised me. She got me this shirt. Can anybody guess why she would give me the shirt? I said she's a little lighter color than Lucy, but Max, our full-grown golden doodle, is white. So she said, well, she's kind of a mix of both. But yeah, so that was a fun little surprise that I got. Let's see. Sam says, Mr. B live from the shower. Probably not. Sandra Vickers, what you got on here? Just got back yesterday from Huntington, West Virginia. Some of my favorite authors, T.S. Joyce. Nice. That sounds like a really good time. I've heard those are good events. So, right? I feel like that's kind of our whole crew. Like me, Mr. B, you guys. But I've said forever that like sarcasm and banter is like our love language. So, it makes it a lot more fun. So, Miss Liz. Hi, Lana Humphreys. How are you? It's about time to get to be, oh my gosh, I can't talk. About to be your busy time of the year, I'm guessing. I bet you guys have been prepping for that for a bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm assuming tow truck stuff. Do you guys have a lot of pre-winter stuff that you have to do to your trucks? Let's see. Bonnie says, drinking my usual plain old Coke. Yeah, I have I have water in this one, plain water in this one, and then I have the Starry Zero in this one. Because I just gotta have the bubbles sometimes. Well, hi, Laura Lopez. How are you? Suzanne also says after the day she's had, a bottle of wine is calling her. Go get it. I'm sorry you had a rough day. Trisha Lynn. Hi from Alina's room. We're changing her. Oh, I love doing it. Rearranging is so much fun. If anyone hears that my new sister's new bed collapsed while she was sleeping each night, it's 100% my fault. Well, you have 7 brothers. Why aren't they putting it together? Oh, that's so funny. Excuse me. Drinking my Diet Dew straight tonight, Diana says. Oh, hi, Becky. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for stopping in. Absolutely. Bonnie, is it true that audiobooks are quite a bit more expensive? They can be. They can be. It just depends. I do know, and it's horrible because I have one and I don't remember how much it is. So somebody on here help me. You can get a subscription to Audible where you pay. It's kind of like a Kindle Unlimited type thing, where you pay so many or so much a month, and then you have access to different ones, and then some of you can build up credits too. So like you can get Audible, like right now I can't remember how many. I have several Audible credits built up, and most of the books that I get are usually 1 credit. So, and I think I have like, I don't know, I want to say like 23 or something like that, kind of in my little bank, Audible bank. So yeah, it just kind of depends. It depends on the author. I think it depends on what platform they use. You just kind of have to look and see. But if you go onto Amazon, if you go onto my Bravo team, like look up Rescuing Graceland, you can look and see, the different versions that you can get in a book. So you'll have the Kindle, then you'll have paperback. If it's available for audio, it should have an Audible link to it on there. So I don't know. Check it out. I think, to me, it's worth it sometimes. Like I've not ever been like previously a big audiobook person just because my ADHD, my mind wanders like crazy sometimes, like when somebody's just talking to me or I'm trying to listen, to something. If I don't have like something right in front of me or a visual, usually I start losing track. So I've been trying to kind of train myself a little bit more with that, and I'll put in an audiobook every now and then when I take Lucy out, and I'll listen and stuff to it. But and they are handy too sometimes, when you don't have you don't feel like holding your tablet or your tablet's dead or whatever, you can get on your Audible app on your phone and listen. So it's kind of nice. But anyway, anybody else has audio thoughts, feel free to pop them in there. This is so much harder to do when he's not with me. It's probably a lot more fun for you guys to listen to the 2 of us go back and forth than just me sitting here staring at my computer screen talking to myself. Let's see. Oh, Heather Lee, hello, how are you? Sarah Taylor says she just realized what day it was. Hi, Sarah, I'm glad you joined us. Okay, so Ames said she's starting to physically read, so she's sticking to listening, which is your go-to. Yeah, it's like you kind of like, I feel like sometimes people go into spurts too. You've got your diehards audio and you got your diehard readers, but then you got like people like me that it just kind of depends on my mood. It depends on the day. It depends on what I'm doing. So anyway. Okay, so Sandra says, love audio. No, it's not cheap, but appreciates it. Yeah. And hi, Sandra. Well, and that's just it, because I know that there are some people out there that are almost all, if not all, like they only listen, for whatever reason. They only listen to books. And so I definitely want to try to reach them and get my stories to them as well, and give you guys those options. So, we do what we can. Let's see. You cut your curtain. Well, and I thought about doing that too. But I didn't think like the center part really, it's like, I guess it does kind of go through the light pole there. But really that's about, wouldn't lose a ton, because she could do a small scene maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Who said, I didn't go to the Hallmark cruise, but I did get back from my Italy. Oh, you guys are killing me. Loved it. The food and wine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a question. You went to Italy. Did you try their pizza? And if so, like, how is it different than from ours? Like, I've heard stories that it's completely different than, like, real Italian pizza is totally different than ours, but just curious. And I want to know what your favorite thing to eat there was too. Okay, so about the Hallmark cruise, Denise said, it was the best time, so fun. Everyone was so nice, and so were the stars. Haven't posted a picture. Oh, I can't wait to see the pictures. Can't wait. I want to know who you met. They all just genuinely seem like, anytime I see them, and I know that they're actors, and I totally get that, but like that group especially, like so many of the ones that were on that cruise, so many of them are my favorites, not just because of their acting and things like that, but just I've seen like interviews and things of a lot of them off camera, and they just seem like genuinely nice people. I hope, anyway. You never know, but oh wow, Whisper. Okay, so see, that's one I've not heard of, is Whisper Sync. So unfortunately, Whisper Sync is I hate audiobooks. Are $40 to $60 there? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's wild. That's wild. Thanks, Sharon. I liked my shirt too. Oh, yeah, Lisa, you got, I am jealous. You got to see Eliza Bella. Although, Mr. B did give me permission. She sent him a couple of things that I'm honestly really hoping he never uses. So she sent him dill pickle scented soap and dill pickle wax melt, like candle wax melts. I really hope he never uses them. And if he does, I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna show up at Eliza Bella's door and make her sniff them or something. I don't know. I'm really excited though, because speaking of Eliza Bella, because I don't know if I talked about this last week or not, but she's coming here in May, and we get to go to the Savannah Bananas with her, because they're coming out to play in Kansas City in May, and so she's going to come here, and we get to take the kids and go and do that. And so I'm really excited, because they look like so much fun. But I am so glad that you had a good time with her, Lisa. She is just the sweetest. She really is. Oh, hi, Louise Matthews. How are you? Oh, Christine, I was going to ask you. Found it today. Oh, oh no. Oh, man. I am so sorry, Christine. We definitely putting you on our prayer list for sure. Both of you. Him, you, the doctors. So sorry to hear that. Man. Let's see. Oh. Ruth said she got 5 inches of, oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, it was 32 was I think the high yesterday. Maybe 34. It may have gotten up to 34. And then today the high was 60 and it was sunny. Like, I don't know what's happening. But, oh, Kentucky nuts, she says. First time of the season. Wow. I feel like, is that normal in Kentucky? I feel like that's so early. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. That's rough. Yeah, I worry about you guys being out on the roads too. I mean, you're going to help people who are stranded, but the roads are bad for you guys to get out on too. So, man. Trishlan's, oh, the brothers in the bed, they all had plans, so I said I'd do it myself. How far into it were you when you regretted making that decision? I'm just curious. Let's see. Oh, hi, Miss Eve. How are you? Oh, Tony. Leanne is getting excited. Our oldest and his new bride will be in Kansas in there. Oh, yay! Good. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. I bet she is getting excited. Oh, man. You guys had a few snowflakes and you're stuck in deep freeze. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay, so Lana says $14.99 mostly for one book of your choice each month. Okay, so that's what it is for the Audible. I could not remember. Oh, that's interesting. Started putting all the books in a series into one. Wow. I didn't even realize that you could do that. I thought it was fun. And then I'm like, well, Christian, actually, I was already thinking it. As Christian said, you could change it out for every holiday. I was like, I'm totally going to. So, yay. That's fun. You bought your pre-lit. Yay. Yep. We got our new one and I love it. And I don't know if you guys saw it. I know a lot of you did. I haven't had a chance to get back in there to comment or anything, but I had asked the question about the white lights versus the colored lights, and we decided collectively as a family that we were going to go nostalgic this year, and so we're sticking with the different colored lights, and then I will just decorate it with we have like everybody, like we have our family ornaments, the traditional ones, the things the kids made when they were little, all the way up to just funny stuff that we buy, for them, just different things. Like Christian bought me one year, the year that the last Twilight movie came out, he bought me an Edward and Bella ornament, and it's them like he's in his tux and she's in the wedding dress, and they're like, kind of embracing. And so like I have that on there, and Stephen really liked the pink stuff from Pizza Shop, which I don't know if that's like, there's a couple of them around here. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but it's their salad dressing. And we were there for pizza one time years ago, and they had ornaments that look like bottles of the dressing. So I got him one of those. And so we just have, silly stuff. So I think we're going to do kind of like that. And then I'll, put maybe some garlands, the different colored, just plain like the sparkly balls and stuff. This is so hard for me to say balls and he's not here because I'm totally waiting for like the punchline, the comment, that's what she said kind of thing to happen, and he's not here to say it. Eve, that's just it. And that's the thing I love about all the different the ways that we can reach the readers, because I've never been an audiobook person either. So it's awesome that we have that many options out there for people. Sandra says she hi. Oh, fun. Listen to audio in your car. I hardly ever go anywhere or to listen to anything. And if I do, I'm usually not by myself. But hi, Miss Brenda. You're so late. That's okay. You're just stuck with me tonight anyway. So if you're going to be late tonight, this is probably the night to do it. Let's see. Ames said paperbacks are 15 to 50. Oh my God. Oh, really? So even on Amazon, it depends, huh? Wow. I mean, I can see that. I could see traditional books costing more, I guess. Like publishers. Not that they should, but I'm just saying I could see like the bigger publishing companies, charging for more than average people like me. Okay, so Sandra said, if you want to try audio, go to Hoopla app. It is attached to your library card. You will not get all audio, but you can try new authors. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing either. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, okay. So Ruth, all right, getting skinny on the pizza. Pizza, by the way, is my favorite food I've ever decided. So, I just determined that, I could probably eat it 3 times a week. So I'm totally curious. So pizza in Naples was delicious, different, thinner, and everything is so fresh. So I bet it's probably there's a place in St. Joseph, just north of us here, that they have one of those. Well, actually, it was the first the stone oven that was made, I believe, in Naples. There's a place a business there that makes them, and it was the first one ever to be made and transported into the United States. And we went there, Christian and I went there here a while back, and Josh was with us, I believe, too. I think it was just the 3 of us, but it was really good. But it was the much thinner crust. The sauce was a little wetter. But they had the fresh, blobs of mozzarella and, the basil leaves and things like that on there. And it was really good. So, but it would still be way cooler to actually eat pizza in Naples. So someday maybe. Oh, hi, Lisa. Stopping by to say hi. I've been a rough few months for me. I'm officially below my surgeon's goal weight for me. Yay! Congratulations. Surgery on December 31st is a go. Congratulations. And I'm so glad that you stopped in to say hi. That's awesome. So proud of you. I know you've been working really hard at it. So, oh, good night, Lana. Go get some rest. Oh, Carly K. Hello. Hi from Minnesota. How are you? Probably chilly up there, huh? Oh, Suzanne said it's 47 in South Florida this morning. Man, that's chilly for Florida, right? Diana says, not normal, talking about the snow. All of it came out of Canada. They can have it back. So I've read, the Farmer's Almanac. I don't know what your all thoughts are on it, but it's been pretty close most of the time that I've looked at it, for winter predictions for Missouri. And it and other reports that I've read have pretty much predicted a repeat of last winter for us and a lot of people. So basically colder than normal and wetter than normal. My only hope for that is if we have to have more moisture, that it's snow and not ice. Snow, if you've got good tires and 4-wheel drive, you can get through that usually. The ice, it doesn't matter what you got on your car. So, I mean, obviously the heavier, the better and stuff, but it's still dangerous, and I worry about that. But yeah, that's what they're saying for us from what I've read anyway. But let's see. Snow in the mountains in North Carolina. Wow. 24 this morning when you left for the gym. Yikes. Gail says, hey, I was making supper. Ooh, what'd you make? I made well, beef tips, but really I took a chuck roast, and just trimmed all the fat off of it and cubed it up. And then I browned it and put them in some, the like beef broth and seasoning, whatever, and made a gravy and mashed taters. That's what I made tonight. I love the food of the colder weather. Like, I really like the soups and the stew and the I'm about to say stew. I'm not a big stew fan, but I like this, like the beef with like the little bit thicker gravy and mashed potato and like all the casseroles and things like that. Like, we don't do a lot of that at all in the summertime because we don't want to heat up the house with the oven. Plus, it just doesn't sound as appealing to me when it's warmer out. But Abby said, Phoebes and I are tuning in from the garage just pumping. So Abby, I'm telling you, she just needs to like go out and get some donors and find a facility and open up an animal shelter, because she has stray cats, she has stray raccoons that come up that feed at night, and now she's got one that they've named. Well, they've named them all, but she's renamed this one, and has even let it into their garage, and they've got a little thing for him in there and all that stuff, because she didn't want her to be out in the cold. And yeah, so fair enough. She was on the floor. I give up. The bed's up and she loves it. Yay. Yes, fingers crossed it stays together. Oh, I didn't even think about Kobo. Anyone? Kobo audio? I didn't even think about that. Oh, okay. So Gail says Kobo Plus is good for audiobooks too, but only as long as they aren't locked into the Zon. Okay. Yeah, that's true, because if they have the deal where like it's Amazon exclusive, then they wouldn't be available over there. But let's see. You says today is 45, tomorrow is 6. Yeah. Yeah. It's like I've said forever that Mother Nature is bipolar. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up down here because I had a couple, and one more. Trisha Lynn sent us some stuff, and we got it, but then we were like both so crazy busy, and then there was a day that I just did not feel well. I didn't look good. That was the day we actually got it, Trisha Lynn. So he's like, well, he came home with it. He's like, well, I was gonna FaceTime her so you could open it, but you probably don't want me to right now, because it was not pretty. So then we just decided to save it and open it here. So give me just a minute here so I can catch up. Let's see. Lisa said she's not decorating this year. The kids can. Author Christmas tree in my office. Nice. Yeah, I want to, like, I would love to. I mean, I could put like a skinny tree over there, like I have in the dining room. I'd have to move a couple things, but I could put one over there. But for this year, my goal for in here was the curtain, and then I'd like to have something like, I need to get something on the wall, like right here. And then I want to, I've got like knick-knacky stuff and gifts and things over on top of my printer. And so I'd like to kind of do something with this corner over here, like get a tiny little mini tree. So that's my plan. But Stephanie, you're good. It's just me, so you're not missing too much. Well, I mean, you're missing them, but as far as this end of it goes, it's just me. She is here. Lucy, come here. Oh, I don't know. She's sleeping. She's curled. I'll get her up here before too long. She just got finished being in heat for the second time. Last one, because we already have an appointment for January 5th to get her hers fixed. So we won't have to deal with that anymore. Thank goodness, because Max is fixed, but he's still a boy. And yeah, that was not fun. Like, I had so many days where I literally had to like lock him in the bedroom to keep them separate. Yeah. So, she's doing good. And she's doing okay. Those of you who were here last week for the super long story about how she got a hold of 4 of my protein bars with dark chocolate in them. And if you weren't here, long story short, we had to take her to the vet. They had to make her throw it all up. Then they gave her charcoal. It was a mess. It was a mess. But luckily, she's been doing fine. So, but I did find out, I don't know if you guys, like, it was like a year ago, because I think it was shortly after we got her. We had all gotten on the discussion of getting puppies fixed and different things. And, or actually, I think it was when she had her first, when she went into heat the first time we talked about it, because I had made the comment that it costs a whole lot more to do it when they're in heat. And then somebody had made the comment that they thought that I was wrong nicely, but that it was not when they were in heat, but when they were pregnant, if they'd already gotten pregnant or whatever and doing that. But it actually is. I mean, I'm sure the other is different too, which I would never do that. But when they're in heat, the vet told me that not only does it cost a whole bunch more, but it's also riskier, because I did not realize, but apparently when dogs go in heat, even when they're done with the bleeding part of it, for up to 4 weeks after, there's a bunch of internal swelling and stuff that takes about 4 weeks to go away. So they said in that internal swelling makes the surgery more difficult and riskier. And so obviously we didn't want to deal with that. So she's done now, but she goes in January 5th for her, as my mother said, she said hers is getting a hysterectomy. So yeah, but that way then we won't have to deal with that anymore. Maybe she'll calm down a little bit too. Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. I adore you all as well. We should have a drinking game when he's not here. Every time you say something that we think Mr. B would, man, that could get dangerous. Because if he's not here to like tell me, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that'd be a good idea or not. Or it might be a whole lot of fun. We may have to try that sometime. We'll see. If he ends up, not being here on a release Tuesday, it could happen. Let's see. What's Bonnie saying? I'd love to get in my soaker tub and read and relax. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I won't even do that with my paper books anymore usually, because I don't want to get them wet. And I always inevitably get them wet if I try to read in the tub with that. So I just use my phone and then pray that I don't drop it in the water. A lot of times I'll be kind of like leaning over the side of the tub while I'm doing it, but that's true too. I never thought about the falling asleep part. But see, if I did the audio, I would probably fall asleep, but it'd be okay as long as my head didn't go underwater, because AirPods. But getting ready for Dad's celebration of life on Friday. It'll come. It'll come. Give it time. And don't push it. You'll get there. I downloaded a sample of an audiobook on my phone, listened to it, and said, nope, not my thing. Got in the car with my grandson and my phone connected to the car and started playing. Needless to say, I turned it off quick. The rest of it says my grandson was like, what in the hell was that, Mama? Can you guess what part must have been playing? That's awesome. Awesome. That's so funny. Poor kid. Oh, good night, Brenda. I'm glad you popped in. Sandra Vickers said that Audible will have sales starting 55% off on all books. So if you own the ebook, sometimes you can get the Audible book discount like $8. Oh, very nice. Good to know. Thank you. Oh, good night, Darlena. Thank you for joining us. I'm like 10 minutes behind. I'm so sorry, you guys. Or might have said she made lemon pepper chicken. Gail said she did scrambled eggs and pancakes. I love breakfast food for dinner. I'm going to have to do that tonight soon. We haven't done that for a while. I absolutely love having scrambled eggs and pancakes and bacon and stuff for supper. Yes, crockpot. I love crockpots. And I had full intentions of doing the beef tips in the crockpot today. But I did not get around to getting it in. I had to go to town for my doctor's appointment this morning. And by the time I got back, it was just easier to do it on the stove because I didn't think it would get hot enough fast enough for the meat to really be able to simmer good in there before supper. But Kelly says, hi, Kelly. She says, I can't stay. I wanted to say hi. Migraine. Oh, man. Migraines suck. They're horrible. I totally can feel your pain on that one because I started getting them before kindergarten. Don't get them, knock on wood, nearly as much anymore. But yeah, I really understand the pain on those. So get some rest for sure. I'm so sorry, man. Those are awful. Yeah, Kelly, he actually got home after I started. But he had just gotten home and he had a really, really long day. And he needed some time to shower and decompress, get something to eat. He actually had quite an exciting day. And I did ask him if I could share the story, and he thought about it and he said it was fine. But he was at a facility, for those of you who kind of joined in a little bit later, he went to different facilities for his chaplain job today that his team goes to. And they had planned Veterans Day events at each one of them to honor the veterans that are in the facility, not just the ones that are his patients, but any of them that are there. And he was at one of them and was talking to this sweet old lady that if I'm getting the story correctly, she wasn't the one that he was there to see, but they kind of made eye contact and they started talking. And while he was talking to her, there was a commotion on another part of the room. And he looked up and he saw this guy, and he said his color just was completely ashen and he just did not look good at all. And so he, the nurse practitioner part of his brain switched on, and he went over and felt for a pulse, didn't feel a pulse. The nurse that he works with was there. She didn't feel a pulse. And so he started doing compressions and got the guy back. And yeah, so quite an eventful day for him, a little emotional, I'm sure. And I've never thankfully had to be put in that position, so can't even imagine. But a lot of emotions rolling through him for that one. So he needed a breather tonight, so letting him have the night off. Let's see. Oh, I have some of Riley's and Lynn Harris's audiobooks on Chirp. Oh, Chirp. Okay, there's another one. Thank you, Heather. 99-cent ones. Yep, I've got some of Riley's on audio as well. Oh, Lisa said Dollar Tree has 1 foot tall Christmas trees. See, that's all I need. I bet, I bet Dollar General here probably has them too. That's all I need. Just a little bitty cheap one. I don't need anything big for in here. We've got our normal tree in our living room, or like our family Christmas tree in our living room. And then I got a skinny tree in the dining room. And then I got a new skinny tree for the foyer as well. Which sounds super fancy. It's not, it's just, that's what it was called on the floor plans when we built the house. But just our entryway when you walk in, because you walk in and it's like you face a wall, part of a wall, and then you can go around that, follow the path into the living room. But right there on the wall, it's like wall, and then there's the edge of our stairs, and so there's a corner right there. And usually I put like a normal regular size Christmas tree there, but the ones that we had there, like it was on its last leg like probably 5 years ago. I just made do with what we had because that's what we had, and it worked and was fine. And Same thing with our living room one. Like last year, by the time it was one of those old ones that you had to put every single limb in the little slots all the way around it from the bottom to the top. And I've been having a lot of joint pain lately, so I'm really glad that we already got rid of that tree, because there's no way I could have put it together this year. The kids would have had to have done it. But anyway, when I took it down last year, and this is a fake tree, and when I took it down last year, I took a picture of it. I got to find it somewhere. I'll have to show you guys. Literally, my dustpan was over like mound of needles. And it's a fake tree. Like, you get a fake tree. One of the best parts of the fake tree is you don't have to deal with needles, right? But it was it was an old tree. I said something about it, my new skinny tree. And I called Abby and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. There's only 3 pieces. You just put them together. And as soon as you put them in, the lights all come on and there aren't any needles on the floor. And Abby's just laughing at me. She's like, because that's how they're all made now, Mom. She's like, you don't understand. The ones that you've had are really old trees. She's like, I don't even think they make them like that anymore, So yeah, I'm excited for him. And it was nice. The very new one, or the new one that we put up in the living room, Christian and I were in there and we were counting. I think there were like 6 needles, maybe total. That came off the whole thing. And so I was so excited. So much nicer. But anyway, let's see. I'm almost caught up. Where are we? Oh, okay, Becky. I will check my PMs. Okay, and Sandra says, yeah. Melanie, I think you did too. I've got all my ornaments and stuff like put in like a little bag somewhere together, so I'll have to get those out this year. But Bonnie says, since we definitely decided to get a new Tahoe, I don't think it's time to tell Chris I want to buy a bunch of my books. He might throw the book at you. Oh, Cassie says she has a tray she sets her Kindle up on when she takes a bath. Nice. Otherwise, right? Oh, hi, Teresa. How are you? Yeah, we did. We went with the multicolored lights. We liked it. And yeah, I did the curtain back here tonight. Oh, Suzanne says the wine one. Here I come. Go for it, lady. You've earned it. Let's see. Who am I missing? Let's see. Oh, okay. Is he getting on there? Am I missing something? Oh, wait, never mind. I got you. I'm with you. That was from his story. Yeah, it was. You know what? Absolutely. And it, like we were talking about it, and I said, like, it was like all the pieces that had to go together in the right order to have him in that facility at that very moment. Like, tell me that wasn't meant to be. Especially when this morning he called, or this afternoon he called and talked about how, he had his whole day planned out. And this happens so often with this job. And he was not complaining. He was just laughing about it because he's like, he makes plans, and then there's the old saying, you make a plan and God laughs, and that's just been this job, like from the get-go. And so he had his day all planned out, and then everything kind of got switched, and with that, he was there. So yeah, Suzanne, it was an old tree. Very old tree. Oh, it says, wow, thank you for all you do, Mr. B. Happy. Oh, it is Nurse Practitioners Week. I didn't realize that. Whoops. But yep. God definitely had him in the right place at the right time today. For sure. Let's see. All right. I think. Oh, Bonnie said she has a mother and daddy's huge tree. Oh, yeah, it's just, that's a lot of work. Like this, Josh helped me, put the new one in the living room up the other day, and like never in my life have I had a tree go up that fast. Like that was so fast. And such little mess. It was amazing. Bonnie says she has a tray for her tub too, but the dogs like to smell it and don't trust them. Yeah. Lucy tries to get in the tub with me, but she's too little. She can't. She'll just do this, and she's got her paws, and she just looks at me. Oh, good night, Lisa. Oh my goodness. Yes. Go get some rest, girl. Go get some rest. Yes, we've been on here an hour and I still haven't opened these gifts. So Trisha Lynn, because you're probably tired and ready to go too, since you've been rearranging and putting a bed together all day. So let's see what we got here. Oh, trick or treat. It's candy. Yay. Oh, she made a little card. How cute. Oh my gosh. There. I love it. Can't checkmate. Oh no. Okay, well, I will let Mr. B open. Well, shoot, I don't know which. Let's see. Well, I'll wait to dig into them for him, but she put little Halloween buckets together full of candy. That's so cute, and I love these. I'm totally going to use these as decoration next year, so thank you. And, I love chocolate, so there's that. So yay, thank you. That was so sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll have to have him look through all that too as well. Oh, good night, Suzanne. I don't know how much longer we'll be on here, so if I don't see you again, good night and get some rest yourself. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm finally caught up. Really, the only other thing I was going to talk about tonight, other than, I'm still working on Jagger. I had a little glitch today, and my fault. And I mean, obviously, I'm sure it was my fault. I'm not sure exactly how I did it, but I know that I was rushing because I looked up and saw the time, and I thought, oof, I got to hurry up and stop so I can go make dinner and then get ready for this. And somehow I lost everything that I worked on today. But the good news is it was one part of one scene, and I spent quite a bit of time on it because I really wanted to get it right. So I pretty much remember everything that's there. I just got to go back and take the time to do it again, but it'll go a lot faster the second time. So, oh, hey, hi, Kelly. What did I miss? I saw Eve say hi, and then, or you said hi, and Eve said, hey, Miss Kelly. So I'm seeing stuff. Looks like we're seeing stuff. If you made a comment to me and I missed a question or something, repost it. Like, I will never purposely, I don't purposely ignore you guys, I promise. So if there's something that you want to comment or to anybody else on here, definitely re-comment if it gets missed. Because sometimes as more people comment, things get shifted. So sometimes when I go back to try to get down into it, it gets missed. But I will absolutely tell him that for sure. Oh, good night, Liz. Good night. Real quick before we get off of here, because I don't want to forget. Anyway, so yeah, I'm working on Jagger still. I really like him and Talia. Like, I love them. But also Emmett, which is book 1 of Delta Team, 2 weeks ago, I went into my author's side of Amazon stuff and I put him together and I put him up for pre-order, and then he was just stuck in limbo. And so I finally got a hold of somebody yesterday, and well, I've been getting a hold of people, but I finally got a hold of somebody yesterday who told me I was in the clear, good to go to that one was going through, everything was going to be fine. And then I got an email, and then I was told to just go ahead and just put it back up again. So I went in, I redid it as if I had never done it before. I went in and I put it back up again. And now, right before we got on here, I got the notification that not only is the new one that I put up to replace the one that wasn't working, but they went ahead and pushed through the original link too. So I didn't have time to go through and figure out which one belonged to which, because I don't want to mess up pre-orders. So I'm trying to, I think I only have like 2 so far, but I'm still like, I don't want to screw something up. So, I'm going to take my time and not rush and mess up like I did today with my work that I miss. But I need to take some time and go in and really look at them closely and figure out which one I need to delete and which one needs to be kept, so that when those changes are made behind the scenes and it goes live, on Amazon's side of things that you guys see, that it's the right one, the right link. So I will be putting a post up hopefully tomorrow in the group, and I'll throw out a newsletter too as well, with hopefully the correct link to that. If once I have it, I shouldn't say tomorrow, as soon as I have it. I'm hoping it's tomorrow. But once I get that whole mess figured out, and the good thing on that is I do know that I had multiple people from Amazon assure me that the issue with the first link I tried to put up was not something I did. It was absolutely on their end. They just couldn't figure out a way to fix it, I guess. So anyway, but we're working on it. But yeah, so I do know for sure the first book of Echo Tame will be titled Emmett. I'm going between 2 images right now, but I'm almost positive I've decided which image I'm going to use for the cover for him. And I think I might do, because I've got my Charlie Team's the gray background. I've got the blue background for Delta Team. So I'm thinking I'm going to do maybe black or kind of blackish background with like silver lettering for Echo Team. I don't know why. Those guys give me that vibe already. So, which I guess is a good thing, because maybe that means that they're going to start, talking to me soon, but not too soon, because I got to get Jagger's story done first, and Coulter's story. But anyway, well, hi, Dana. How are you? I'm glad I got to say hi to you before we pop off. But yes, Miss Bonnie, thank you. I will make sure to pass that message along. Oh, oh man, we almost signed off without even mentioning Jethro. Good catch, Eve. It's always in here, not too far away. So we're getting a little closer. I'll just tell you that. So anyway, oh, thank you, Christina Huber. Hello. Signing off. Have a great week. So yeah, see you next Talk Tuesday. I don't want to say see you next Tuesday, because I knew as soon as I started to come out of my mouth, if he was here, something would have been said. So yes, we will definitely hopefully see you with us here next week, Christina. Yeah, we almost let him. You guys, see, this is what happens when he's not around, right? Oh, hi, Arena. How are you? All right. Well, I think that's all I have for this week. Hopefully next week he will be with me, and then the week after that will be Jagger's week and Tipsy Tuesday. So we'll have lots to celebrate. So in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe out there. Be kind, whether it's online or in person. I had a lady today at Walmart I'm in the zone. I'm rushing. I've got like a handful of last minute things I had to grab because they didn't have it at the first store that I went to. And I'm going to the self checkout, and it's jam packed. And she was over in a cart, or standing in a cart right next to the self checkout that was right there as soon as I entered the little, rectangular area where they had all their scanners. And there was somebody there that was scanning stuff who didn't have a cart. So I thought they were together. I come up right as the guy at this checkout right in front of me leaves. So of course I go right to that, and she spun that cart around and, excuse me, I'm next. I've been waiting. And it was just like, it was that aggressive at me. And I mean, I just like stopped. I didn't, I was just like, I'm sorry. Like I go, I'm sorry. Thought you were them. I said, I will wait. My bad. And she just, goes, and I was just like, dude, like it was I genuinely wasn't. And so I'm checking out, and my first initial inside, I was like, man, what a jerk. Like there was no reason to be coming at me like that, but then I start thinking, I don't know what her day is like. I don't know what her life is like. I don't know what, whatever. So I was like, hopefully her day gets better, and so as I'm scanning, I get my few things, and I pay, and I get my receipt and grab my bag. And I just felt compelled to go over and apologize because I knew I didn't do it intentionally, but obviously in her mind, and it came off that I was that way. And I didn't want her to think that I'm that kind of a person. I don't know her, but I don't want, I don't want anybody thinking I'm like that. So I went over and I said, I just wanted to apologize. I said, I truly did not mean to cut in front. And before I could even say anything, and she would not look at me, she's just scanning like this with her nose in the air, and it's fine. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. But she was still being hateful about it. I'm like, so obviously it is. But I thought, you know what? I tried. And so I said, you know what? I said, have a nice day. And I just turned around and I left because what are you going to do? So I tried. I could have gone back at her being hateful, and another day I may have. I'm not usually that way, but everybody has their moments. But I'm thankful that I was able to handle it, I think appropriately and kindly. So even in those moments, try. That's all we can do, I guess. So anyways, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that. It's always a lot more fun for all of us, I think, when he's here for sure. But I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me and coming back week after week. We say it all the time, but I don't know why you do, but I'm so glad that you do. So anyways, with that, I'm going to sign off and say good night. And hopefully I will see you next Tuesday when we talk Tuesday. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. Love you guys. Bye.